Bethlehem Academy Spring Band Concert. Tonight's performance continues one of our very favorite traditions here at BA, a celebration of pop music, student talent, our seniors, and the joy that comes from making music together. We are proud of the dedication and growth our students have shown throughout this entire school year, and tonight is an opportunity to celebrate the results of their hard work and commitment. A special thank you to Mr. Lawrence for his leadership, his passion, and his countless hours that he invests in helping our students grow, not only as musicians, but as confident performers and collaborators. So would you please give Mr. Lawrence a round of applause? We also wish to thank all of our parents and grandparents who are in the room tonight supporting your students and our music program. There's nothing quite like listening to a student learn the clarinet and play on the reed for the first time, or the trumpet, or the trombone, or even the drums as they're trying to learn rhythm. And your patience and your love and support is what gets our students to this point every year, and particularly our seniors who have spent countless hours of practice over the last 8-ish years of playing, I think, about that. So without further ado, here is our BA team.
Good evening, my name is Mary Cunningham and I'm a senior percussionist. The Incredibles is a Pixar animated film from 2004 that's become quite well known for its music. Composed by Michael Giacchino, the music is heavily influenced by 50s and 60s thriller and spy movie soundtracks, with the work of the composer from the early James Bond movies being a major inspiration. This piece, being filled with big band jazz and high energy, will make you feel like you're right alongside the action of this superhero family. Thank you all for coming to our final concert of the year. Now please enjoy Paul Murphy's arrangement of The Incredibles.
To celebrate the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, we would like to start the choir portion of the concert with Party in the USA, arranged by Roger Emerson. In this song, we have to work on our clear pronunciation and being able to sing quickly. Please enjoy Party in the USA.
looking at me now. Like who's that chick that's rocking me? Driving from out of town. So hard when my girls are around me. Stepping on a Nashville party. All I see is celebs. I guess I never got the memo. I'm chilling out, feeling kind of homesick. Feeling much pressure, I'm nervous. I'm chilling on my favorite tune. And the Britney song was on. And the Britney song was on. And the Britney song was on. So I put my hands up to play my song. And all the thoughts fly away. Nodding my head like yeah. Moving my hips like yeah. I got my hands up to play my song. And I'm gonna be okay. Yeah, it's a party in the USA. Yeah, it's a party in the USA.
Hello, my name is Sarah Isaac, and I am in sixth grade. The middle school band will start with Birds of the Caribbean, arranged by Michael Sweeney. This piece combines two of the famous songs from the original movie. The melody will bounce around the room, so listen close for the pirate names. Please enjoy Pirates of the Caribbean.
Hi, my name is Shane Francis. I'm a senior clarinetist. The song I chose was Sky Full of Stars. It's arranged by Sam Daniels. I chose it because I thought it was an interesting song to play. Thank you all for coming to our last performance.
famous song A Million Dreams from the movie Greatest Showman. We will have songs from eighth graders, Ben Sen, Faye, Roman, Samantha, Francis. Please enjoy Greatest Showman and arranged by America.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the door, to where no one's been before, but it feels like home.
They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take.
A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
His eyes speak aloud, everyone's side is new. Nothing's come far away. Special things I can buy, each one to make you smile on a rainy day.
They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but that you see me, you are. The world you see, the world
I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. World we're gonna make.
My name is Maylee Schoolmeisters. I am a 7th grade clarinet player. The middle school band will continue with the famous song from 1964, film Mary Poppins Feed the Birds. In this song, we worked on changing tempos, particularly slowing down as the group listened for the melody in the clarinet section. Please enjoy Feed the Birds, arranged by Robert Longfield.
All right, so a little bit about Jazz Band. Jazz Band is a completely voluntary group we have here. They meet once a week, Friday mornings, so they have to be at school 45 minutes early, which to a high school or middle schooler is an awful lot when you're talking that it's in the morning. So this group in front of you is entirely made up of volunteers. And yeah, so please enjoy that funky music.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Langston Richter, and I am a senior clarinetist. The song I selected is Eye of the Tiger, arranged by Johnny Vincent. I'm sure many of you know the song, a hit made famous by the Rocky movies. Keep your ears open and listen for the signature rhythmic punches and catchy refrain. Please enjoy Eye of the Tiger.
portion of the concert, we will be singing the famous song from the movie Moana, How Far I'll Go. We worked on singing together and counting while singing in this piece. Please enjoy How Far I'll Go, arranged by Audrey Stacker.
Never really knowing why.
name is Ainsley Donahue. We have reached the end of our final middle school piece, Revenge of the Dust Bunnies by Dan Adams. The Dust Bunnies are not revenge from our cosmic meeting. There's only one thing that can save us, or can it?
Before we introduce our last song, seeing as it is our last concert of the year, I have a couple of things to talk about here. First things first, I want to thank administration, Brent, and Paula, and Ed, and Grant, who can't be here tonight. Thank you so much for supporting us in the arts department. It means an awful lot. So, a couple of really exciting things. First things first, middle schoolers, if you went to the honor band in Austin, please stand up. This was a little over a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. Yes. So, all right. Those were students selected from BA to represent us at the South Central Minnesota Middle School Honor Band. So this is students from everywhere from Lakeville all the way down to Wells, and from Mankato all the way over to Rochester. So these are students selected to perform in that down in Austin. High schoolers, if you were selected to play in the conference honor band, please stand up. Those were students selected to represent BA at the Gopher Conference Honor Band. This was back in February, tail end of February, I believe, right before conference season. We also have one more honor that I have not been able to acknowledge anyone for yet from BA. We have a student who is selected for all-state orchestra in our group. So this means that this student is in the top 40 of violins in the entire state of Minnesota. Robbie, please stand up. All right, seeing as it's also our last concert, I have to acknowledge our seniors, so I will call you up one by one. When I call your name, you'll come stand by me, and then you'll go all the way down to the midline of the I. I'll try to go in alphabetical order by last name. Okay, first things first is Mary Cunningham on percussion. Mary has been a member of the band all 4 years that I've been here, so for context, these are the people that I had when they were freshmen and now they are graduating. This is the first group I've been able to say that with. Mary is going to St. Ben's College to study communication in Spanish. Yes? Great. So she will do great things up there at St. Ben's, joining her sisters up there, right, too? Great. So thank you so much for your service, Mary. Mary was our lead snare drummer all the way through pep band, starting freshman year. I threw her on snare drum right away because I knew she could do it, and here she is 4 years later, still killing it. So kudos, Mary. Next is Shane Francis. Shane is another one that I had for all 4 years. He plays clarinet. Shane is someone that I'm super proud of because when I first got to BA, so clarinet is interesting. There's two halves of the instrument. There's below the break and above the break. Shane struggled playing above the break, and he just had a solo tonight playing all by himself on an exposed part. I could not be prouder of him. Shane, next year, will be going to University of Minnesota Crookston to study animal science, wildlife management, and business, to hopefully eventually become an exterminator. So, kudos, Shane. Next, we have Luke McRae. Luke McRae's back there on trumpet, another one of my 4-year guys. Luke actually, last year, represented BA at the National FFA Band, which means he was one of the top, I believe, 25 trumpet players in the nation that is in FFA. So really kudos to Luke. Luke is going to go to Iowa State and study agriculture studies. Right state, wrong school. Should have gone to UNI, better school. Kidding. UNI doesn't have any ag program. So Iowa State's going to be a great program. You're going to love it in Ames. It's a great school. Awesome. Thank you, Luke. And lastly, we have Langston Richter. Langston was with us for 3 years because he was focusing on college, and then he got into Cornell or some, little university like that. No, he's going to Cornell next year in upstate New York, where he's going to study economics. So Langston is one of the smartest kids I know. I'm super proud of him. Thank you, Langston, for all you've done for us. Thank you. Give it up one more time for all of our seniors. Welcome to sit down. And my last and final thank you here is for you all, for the parents. Thank you for all of your support. I know sometimes it's tricky managing all of the calendars your kids have, and I'm sure throwing one more pep band into the mix is not helping. But I really, really appreciate all of your support in all that we've done here this year and in years past. Music is very, very interesting, where there are studies, backing up. Here in Minnesota, students are required to do music through middle school. And a lot of people are like, why? Music doesn't really help you with anything. That fact, it does. It is shown in studies that music actually helps you with every single other topic you are learning all at once. So it's working on math, you're working on counting. You're working on reading. You're reading notes on the page, right? You're also doing science. You're moving muscles you don't use otherwise, okay? We also talk about history of our pieces quite a bit. So we're going through social studies. So music is something that is so incredibly important. And so I know 8th graders next year, you don't have to take music anymore. I would highly, highly encourage you to keep with it. And so thank you to parents for supporting me and your students in all of our musical endeavors this year. So thank you so much.
You're not allowed to leave just yet. Us as the seniors, we are leaving, but we also have something here for Mr. Lawrence, because Mr. Lawrence has been with us for all 4 years. When he started teaching here, we were all freshmen, and now we are seniors, and he's been phenomenal to have as a band teacher, but he's also been someone who's been a great mentor to all of us, whether it's in school or just in our personal lives as well. He's been someone who's really been able to help us out all 4 years. So us as our seniors and the rest of the band, we'd like to say thank you, and we have a little something for you here. So my name is Luke McCrae, and I am a senior trumpet player. And our last piece today is called Best of Journey, arranged by Paul Murtha. This energetic medley features some of Journey's most recognizable hits, combining powerful melodies, driving rhythms, and classic rock into one exciting performance. From soaring ballads to upbeat anthems, this arrangement captures the sound and spirit that made Journey one of the most iconic rock bands of all time. Please enjoy Best of Journey.